English Leap Podcast.
Learn easy English with Speak English Like a Pro. Hey, 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 English learners! Welcome back to the English Leap Podcast, your cozy place to learn easy English through real-life conversations and real feelings at the same time.
Yeah, welcome back, everyone. We are glad you hit the play button on this video, and we are proud you want to improve your English through this podcast.
That is correct. So, Jason, what are we talking about today?
I want to start today with a simple sentence that I think every single person listening has said at least once this week.
I'm curious. What sentence is that?
I do not have time.
Oh, we have all said that one.
I do not have time to exercise. I do not have time to study English properly. I do not have time to call my friend back. I do not have time to rest.
And here's the strange thing about that sentence. It is almost never actually true.
Say more, because it feels true. It feels completely true every single day.
It feels true, but the real problem is almost never the amount of time you have. The real problem is how that time is being used.
Because everyone, every single person on this planet, rich or poor, busy or quiet, has exactly the same 24 hours.
The most successful, most accomplished people in history did not get more hours than you. They had the same 24.
So the difference between someone who feels like they never have time and someone who feels like they have enough time is not the clock.
It is the system. How the hours get filled, what gets priority, what gets cut.
And today, we're going to give you that system. Simple, practical, something you can start using today.
In clear, simple English, so your English grows while your time finally starts to feel like it belongs to you.
This is an A2 to B1 level episode. We will explain the important words as we go, and at the end, we will have our word tour with 10 useful expressions from today.
Before we begin, one small request. If this podcast helps your English and your life, please like this episode and subscribe to the English Leap podcast.
And in the comments today, tell us, what is the one thing you wish you had more time for? Just one thing. We read every single comment.
Okay, let us start with the biggest myth about time management.
What is the myth?
The myth is that time management means doing more things, fitting more activities into your day.
And that myth makes people exhausted just thinking about it.
Real time management is not about doing more. It's about doing what matters and removing what doesn't.
It's subtraction, not addition.
Subtraction means taking away, removing things, and that's exactly what good time management requires, removing the things that don't deserve your hours.
So before we talk about any technique, let's talk about the first and most important step, finding out where your time actually goes.
Because most people have no real idea. They feel busy all day, but if you ask them exactly what they did with each hour, they can't tell you clearly.
And you can't fix something you can't see.
So, here's the first exercise. For just one day, write down what you do every hour. Just one day. Be honest, even the embarrassing parts.
Especially the embarrassing parts.
2 hours on social media? Write it down. 45 minutes deciding what to watch and never actually watching anything? Write it down.
This exercise is uncomfortable because most people discover that their time is not being stolen by big dramatic things. It's leaking away in small, invisible moments.
Leaking means slowly escaping, like water leaking from a small crack. Not a big dramatic flood, just constant small loss.
And once you see the leak, you can fix it, but you can't fix something you don't see.
So, step 1, see your time clearly, just for one day.
Okay, now let's talk about the second step. Once you see where your time goes, you need to decide what actually matters.
And this is where most time management advice goes wrong, because most advice tells you how to do more things faster.
But the real question is not how do I do more things? The real question is which things deserve to be done at all.
This is called priority. A priority is something that is more important than other things. It comes first. It gets your best time and your best energy.
And here's a simple way to find your real priorities. Ask yourself this question. If I could only do 3 things today, what would they be?
Not 10 things, not 20 things. 3.
Because when you force yourself to choose only 3, your brain stops lying to you. It tells you the truth about what actually matters.
And those 3 things become your main focus for the day. Everything else is secondary.
Secondary means less important. It can wait. It can be done later or not at all.
And here's something powerful. Most people spend their best energy, usually the morning, on things that are not in their top 3.
They answer emails first, they check messages first, they do small, easy tasks first because they feel productive quickly.
But quick and easy is not the same as important.
So the rule is simple. Do your top 3 first, before anything else, while your energy and focus are at their best.
Even if it feels uncomfortable, even if the easy emails are calling to you.
The emails will still be there later. They're very patient.
Extremely patient. They're not going anywhere.
Your top 3, first, every day. That's step 2.
Okay, step 3. And this one might be the most powerful idea in this whole episode.
What is it?
Time blocks.
Time blocks. Tell us.
A time block is a specific period of time set aside for one specific task, not a vague plan, a clear block. From this time to this time, I do this one thing.
Why does this work so much better than a general to-do list?
Because a to-do list tells you what to do, but not when. And without a when, things get pushed and pushed and pushed.
I will do it later today becomes I will do it tomorrow, becomes I will do it next week.
But a time block says, from 9 to 10 in the morning, I write my report. Not sometime today, 9 to 10 specifically.
And when the time arrives, you don't have to decide whether to start. You already decided yesterday. The decision is made. You just follow it.
This removes one of the biggest time wasters that exists.
What is that?
Deciding what to do next. Every time you stop and think, what should I do now? You lose time and energy. Time blocks remove that question completely.
Because the answer is already written down. You already know.
And here's something important about time blocks. Include breaks in them too. A break is also a time block. From 10 to 10:15, I rest. Not work creeping into rest, a real break with a real time.
Because rest that is not protected gets eaten by work. Work always tries to expand into every available space.
So protect your rest the same way you protect your work, with clear time blocks.
Time blocks. Specific times for specific things, including rest. That's step 3.
Okay, step 4. And this one might be the most powerful idea in this whole episode.
What is it?
Learning to say no.
The 2-letter word that changes everything.
It really does, because every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else, even if you don't realize it.
Say more, because this is a really important idea.
Your time is limited. There's only so much of it. So every yes takes time away from somewhere else.
If you say yes to a meeting that doesn't really need you, you're saying no to the work you actually needed to finish.
If you say yes to helping with something that is not really your job, you're saying no to your own priorities for that day.
And most people say yes automatically, without thinking, because saying no feels uncomfortable, it feels rude, it feels difficult.
But saying yes to everything is actually a form of saying no to yourself.
That's such an important way to think about it.
Every time you protect your time by saying no to something unimportant, you're saying yes to something that actually matters to you.
So how do you actually say no without feeling terrible about it?
You don't need a complicated excuse. A simple, honest sentence works perfectly.
For example, I can't do that this week, but thank you for asking.
Or, that sounds great, but I don't have time right now.
Simple, polite, honest. No long explanation required.
And here is something important. The more you practice saying no, the easier it becomes. Like any skill, it improves with practice.
The first few times feel uncomfortable. By the 10th time, it feels completely natural.
Saying no protects your yes. Remember that sentence.
Saying no protects your yes. Beautiful.
Step 5. And this is the simplest step of all, but the one most people skip completely.
What is it?
Sleep.
Always sleep.
Always sleep. Because here is something most people do not realize. Tiredness destroys time management completely.
How so?
When you are tired, everything takes longer. Your focus drops, your decisions get worse, you make more mistakes that need fixing later.
So an hour of tired work might produce 30 minutes worth of actual results. The rest is wasted effort.
But an hour of rested, focused work, it might produce an hour and a half worth of results because the quality is so much higher.
So sleeping less to get more done is actually backwards. It produces less, not more.
Completely backwards. Protecting your sleep is not laziness. It's one of the smartest time management decisions you can make.
Because well-rested time is more valuable than tired time, even though the clock shows the same number of minutes.
The minutes are the same, the value is completely different.
So step 5, protect your sleep like you protect your most important meeting because it affects everything else.
Okay, let us talk about something that connects all 5 steps together, something that makes time management actually stick over time.
What is that?
Reviewing your week.
Tell us about this.
Once a week, maybe on a Sunday evening or a Monday morning, take 10 minutes, just 10, and ask yourself 3 questions.
What were the questions?
Question 1. What worked well this week? What time blocks helped? What did I say no to successfully?
Question 2. What did not work? Where did time leak away? What did I say yes to that I should have said no to?
Question 3. What is my top 3 for next week?
And this small 10-minute habit repeated every single week builds something powerful over months.
Self-knowledge. You start to understand your own patterns, your own time leaks, your own best working hours.
And with that knowledge, your system gets better and better, week after week.
Not because you're working harder, because you're working smarter with information you didn't have before.
10 minutes a week. That small habit changes everything over time.
Let us pull all 5 steps together before the word tour.
Step 1. See your time clearly. Track one full day honestly.
Step 2. Find your top 3 priorities and do them first while your energy is fresh.
Step 3. Use time blocks, specific times for specific tasks, including rest.
Step 4. Learn to say no. Protect your yes by saying no to what does not matter.
Step 5. Protect your sleep. Tired time produces less than rested time, even though the minutes are equal.
And review your week. 10 minutes every week, learning and adjusting.
5 simple steps. No special tools required, no expensive apps, just paper, honesty, and a little discipline.
And here's the truth we want to leave you with. You do not need more time.
You need a better system for the time you already have.
And today, you have that system.
Starting this week.
Word tour time, 10 expressions from today, simple and powerful.
Listen, repeat out loud.
First expression, subtraction.
Subtraction means taking something away, removing it. In time management, subtraction means removing unimportant tasks rather than adding more tasks to your day.
For example, real time management is often about subtraction, removing the things that don't matter rather than trying to fit even more things into an already full day.
Or sometimes the best way to improve something is through subtraction. Take away the unnecessary parts, and what remains becomes clearer and stronger. Repeat, subtraction.
Subtraction.
Slowly, subtraction.
Next expression, leaking.
Leaking means slowly escaping, like water through a small crack. When time is leaking, it's disappearing in small amounts that you don't notice until you add them all together. For example, her time was leaking away in small 5-minute moments throughout the day, checking her phone, deciding what to eat. None of them felt significant alone, but together they added up to hours.
Or a small leak in a pipe can waste a huge amount of water over a year, even though it looks tiny each day. Small daily losses add up to large amounts over time.
Repeat, leaking.
Leaking.
Take your time, leaking.
Next expression, priority.
A priority is something that is more important than other things and should be dealt with first. When you set priorities, you decide what matters most and give it your best time and energy.
For example, Identifying her top 3 priorities each morning completely changed her productivity. Instead of doing many small, unimportant tasks, she focused her best energy on the things that actually mattered.
Or when everything feels urgent, nothing actually is. Setting clear priorities helps you separate what truly matters from what only feels urgent in the moment. Repeat, priority.
Priority.
Slowly, priority.
Next expression, secondary.
Secondary means less important, coming after the main or most important thing. Secondary tasks can usually wait or be done by someone else or sometimes not be done at all.
For example, once she identified her top 3 priorities, everything else became secondary. The emails, the small requests, the minor tasks all waited until her important work was finished.
Or in an emergency, comfort becomes secondary to safety. The most urgent need always comes first, and everything else waits. Repeat, secondary.
Secondary.
Take your time, secondary.
Next expression, time block.
Time block is a specific period set aside for one particular task. Instead of a vague plan to do something sometime, a time block gives a clear start and end time for exactly what you will do.
For example, he created a time block from 8 to 9 every morning specifically for studying English. Having that clear time block meant he never had to decide whether to study. The decision was already made.
Or professional athletes use time blocks for training, recovery, and rest. Each part of their day has a clear purpose and a clear time, leaving nothing to chance. Repeat, time block.
Time block.
Take your time, time block.
Next expression, protect.
Protect means to keep something safe from harm or loss. When you protect your time, your sleep, or your priorities, you actively defend them against things that try to take them away.
For example, she protected her sleep fiercely, going to bed at the same time every night because she understood that tired hours produced far less value than rested ones.
Or protecting your boundaries in a relationship means being clear about what you will and will not accept and standing firm even when it feels uncomfortable. Repeat, protect.
Protect.
Take your time, protect.
Next expression, automatically.
Automatically means without thinking, without deciding consciously each time. Something happens automatically when it occurs as a habit or reflex rather than through deliberate decision.
For example, he used to say yes to every request automatically without considering whether he actually had time or wanted to do it. Learning to pause before responding changed his entire relationship with his schedule.
Or breathing happens automatically. You don't have to think about each breath. Many of our daily habits, both good and bad, also happen automatically once they are established. Repeat, automatically.
Automatically.
Slowly, automatically.
Next expression, boundaries.
Boundaries are limits you set to protect your time, energy, or well-being. Healthy boundaries mean clearly knowing what you will and will not agree to and communicating that clearly to others.
For example, setting clear boundaries around her work hours meant she stopped answering messages after 7 in the evening. At first, it felt uncomfortable, but eventually her colleagues simply adjusted and respected the new boundary.
Or having boundaries doesn't mean being unkind. It means being honest about your limits so that you can show up fully for the things that truly matter. Repeat, boundaries.
Boundaries. Take your time. Boundaries.
Next expression, patterns.
Patterns are things that repeat in a regular and recognizable way. When you understand your own time patterns, you notice when you work best, when you get distracted, and when you tend to waste time without realizing it.
For example, after tracking her time for a few weeks, she noticed a clear pattern. She was most focused in the early morning and least focused right after lunch. Once she saw the pattern, she rearranged her schedule around it.
Or, recognizing patterns in your own behavior is the first step to changing them. You cannot improve something you have never noticed clearly. Repeat. Patterns.
Patterns.
Slowly. Patterns.
And our last expression today, self-knowledge.
Self-knowledge means a clear and honest understanding of yourself, your habits, your strengths, your weaknesses, your patterns. Real time management is built on real self-knowledge, not on a generic system that works for everyone the same way.
For example, the weekly review built her self-knowledge over time. She learned exactly when she focused best, what tasks she always avoided, and what kind of requests she should learn to say no to.
Or, self-knowledge does not arrive all at once. It builds slowly through honest reflection, repeated over weeks and months and years. Repeat, self-knowledge.
Self-knowledge.
Take your time, self-knowledge.
That was our word tour for today. 10 expressions that belong in any honest conversation about time, priorities, and how we actually live our days.
And now, our final thought.
You have exactly the same 24 hours as everyone else. The people who feel like they have enough time did not find extra hours hidden somewhere.
They built a system. They saw their time clearly. They chose their priorities honestly. They protected their rest fiercely. And they said no again and again to everything that did not deserve their yes.
And that system is available to you starting today, not next month, not when life gets less busy.
Because life will always feel busy. There will never be a perfectly quiet week waiting for you in the future.
So start the system inside the busy week you already have.
Track one day, find your top 3, build one time block, practice one no, protect tonight's sleep.
5 small actions this week. That is all we are asking.
And your time will slowly start to feel like it belongs to you again.
It always did. It was just leaking somewhere you hadn't noticed yet.
Now you know exactly where to look.
If today's episode gave you something genuinely useful for your real life, please like it, subscribe to the English Leap podcast, and share it with one person who always says, I do not have time.
Because today, we gave them a way to find some. This is Mia.
And this is Jason.
And you have been listening to the English Leap podcast. Bye.
Go track your day today, just today. Your time is waiting to be seen clearly for the first time in a while.
Your progress doesn't end here. To continue advancing your English skills, click on the next video or explore the additional videos we've thoughtfully selected for you.